This is the Woke Socialist Podcast. We are woke, we are socialist, we are not falling for the okie doke, and we don't break. On April 19th, 1775, the first shot was fired in the Revolutionary War, the war against Great Britain. The first man to die in that war was a black man named Crispus Attucks. 250 years later, after that shot was fired, you have black governors of blue states that are anti-reparations for people that were enslaved. Now, let me be clear. Every single solitary individual who immigrated to the United States before now, including the Chinese, including the Japanese, and the Native Americans, actually, by having reservations, even though they're not standard or just, have been compensated in some way for how they have been wronged by the United States government. Now, you can go back to the Japanese internment camps, and those people got checks. As a Native American, some of us got land, and some of us got excluded from it because of race mixing with darker people. But the one man that never got fully compensated for his centuries-old contributions to this country and building the house that a fascist now lives in was the enslaved African American. Not one fucking dime. And here you have a Maryland governor that is anti-reparations, when the EEOC is about to grant reparations to white people. Not only that, millions have been paid out to individuals involved in overthrowing this government. And I say overthrowing because they are succeeding right now. January 6th. People who violated the law attacked congressmen, senators, and police officers, and killed individuals, are now, as you ignore it, receiving millions of your tax dollars every day when you're watching MSNBC and CNN and not paying attention. Please like and subscribe to this video. I think you should. If you don't, at this point, we don't really give a fuck, because we're going to move on. Because apparently no one's listening and no one's doing anything, and everybody is just posting stuff on YouTube. Well, that's not what this country needs right now. As Americans, we have been exiled in our own country. Our forefathers, and I don't say that as just white people who signed the Constitution. I mean Native Americans and black people who died for this, for whatever reason, whatever conflict they had to get through at that time. We stood against the greatest empire in the world, and that empire was England, the United Kingdom. And a bunch of ragtag soldiers won. We didn't wait to be granted something. by someone or adhere to their laws when they were violating ours. We didn't do that. We made our own laws. And we vowed way back then to stand by them at all costs. This is what is lost right now. There is no American spirit. That American spirit that they talk about in the Trump administration has been convoluted over 10 years to make you believe that these people actually stand for America. They don't. This is the garbage that we have to offer the rest of the world. Ragtag, white trash, uneducated people, and people who bought their degrees at different institutions, or their parents were long-time beneficiaries of slavery. So they were able to buy degrees and buy their way into places like Harvard and Yale. And now, not surprisingly to me, but maybe to you, places like Harvard, corporations that earned millions of dollars on the backs of people that were living the American dream, maybe in the 1950s, 60s, and 70s, or thought they were, are now turning the clock back and also turning back their allegiance from the flag to greed. That same greed is what sparked the American Revolution. And it needs to spark it now. Every single day, people like me and reporters who report the real news are under direct threat by 30% of idiots that are following a cult. 70% of Americans who don't agree with what is going on right now is doing absolutely nothing to stop it, including Congress, Senate, the Supreme Court, and many Trump-appointed judges. This is what pisses me off, is the fact that we had all the clues a long time ago, and people like me and hundreds on YouTube have been telling you step by step how this was going to happen. But I know how we've been deceived. Corporate media organizations like MSNBC and CNN were getting these experts on there to explain how the laws work and how Donald Trump could supersede the law and usurp the Constitution. That effort was successful. Luckily, most of these people have left MSNBC and CNN. But still, some of you tune in, or even worse, tune out, and think that is going to protect you from what is about to come. As I told you before, the low-hanging fruit for Nazi Germany was the cripples, the gays, the educators they didn't agree with, the institutions they didn't agree with. Then it became the Jews. Oh, I'm sorry, I missed the blacks. Black people were in Germany during that time. All these people were marched off and disappeared long before the target. This, in case you don't understand proper English, is ethnic cleansing. Now I bring you to America 2025. The low-hanging fruit was the Latinos. If you can convince everybody that they're the enemy, then they're going to turn a blind eye when they get snatched up off the street. And I'm not saying that people are turning a blind eye. I'm saying you're not fucking doing enough. The original sin of America is slavery. And if you don't understand that the erasure of black history by getting rid of the African American Museum, by getting rid of all the records of anyone who served with valor in the war since this nation began who were black, all the inventors, all the doctors, if you do not understand that to be ethnic cleansing, then you're more illiterate and stupid than we thought. You are the target. Because when America exterminates black people, then all that goes away. The responsibility goes away. The history goes away. This is going to happen before 2026. You can change that. Each and every one of you. And it's not going to be by more protests. It's not going to be by court cases. It's not going to be by the Supreme Court. And it's not going to be justice granted to you by people that finally feel sorry for you. Unlike the time of the enslaved and the civil rights movement, there are absolutely no government agencies in place to protect the rights of people who look like me. Each and every one of them, every branch of this government, has infiltrators or has been bought and sold. Period. The only way out of this mess is each and every one of us. We know what we need to do. Now you need to decide what you want to do. Now they can erase all the history. They can threaten all the people they want. People can get scared and post this shit up on YouTube. But nothing is going to change the strength of the 70% of American people who know what is right, who know what their ancestors stood for, and who are willing to lose everything for it. And I don't mean losing your Medicaid and losing your Medicare or forfeiting your house. I mean taking back what was taken from you. It's time to stand up. It is not the American spirit to be gunned down in the street by a despot just because you want to be a martyr and it's peaceful. It is the American spirit to take back what we took from a king in 1775. It's called independence. And next year, when they have all this bullshit that Donald Trump has planned for 250 years of independence, independence for what? Right now, you're a fucking slave. Each and every one of you, including MAGA. So what are you celebrating? Get ready now. Because your tax dollars are going to pay for all of these celebrations. And you know what you're going to do? While you sit there and turn on your TV that doesn't come out quite much, or you hook up your internet to your neighbor, or steal his Wi-Fi, or ask somebody if you can borrow their electricity, you're going to be celebrating a motherfucker and his cult that took everything from you. You're going to be celebrating the end of America, not 250 years of independence. The first day of the year 2026 begins the reign of terror. In your face. This is what you have to look forward to. And apparently, it's what you want. Because you do not support people who want to get this government back to where it needs to be. You do not support defending your families by any means necessary. You do not support your own survival past this. Because if you did, you would be listening a whole lot more to the Woke Socialist podcast. Y'all have a wonderful day.